Let's peel it back and take a peek.
What do you guys think is under there?
It's actually kind of beautiful.
It's almost kind of addicting and you just want to do a little more and a little more. It's like, it's exciting, but it's also kind of overwhelming. All right, let's go see what Michael's been up to in the Airstream all day. Wow. Where'd our couch go?
Who is it?
Maple.
What?
Maple.
Maple? What's that tiger doing?
It's a baby.
Oh, a baby tiger? What does a baby tiger say?
Wow.
Where's the couch?
Did you took it away from the Airstream?
Yeah. Why?
Because
I'm gonna put in a...
new couch?
Yeah. Of all the areas in the Airstream that we thought we could put some improvement into, the area that we kept coming back to is the front of the Airstream. That's where the couch is, and underneath the couch is all the electronics and power management. The couch that we've had in our Airstream is the original Airstream Classic couch. A few things that make it not the best fit for us. First of all, it's a pull-out couch. Because it's a pull-out couch, there's a bunch of hardware and hinges and metal brackets underneath. And all of that hardware is basically doing the job of letting it pull out. And it takes up a lot of space. So when you're living in an RV, one of the last things you want to do is dedicate space to a system that you're not getting any value from. Everybody has a bed already. That extra hardware under the couch has been driving me crazy. Every time I look at it under there, I think, oh, think what we could fit if we had that space back. And it can have space for toys.
Yeah.
And shoes.
Yeah. The other one didn't fit that much.
You're right, the other one didn't fit that much. It was just a little box for shoes. And it was hard to open. Did you know if you don't like something, you can just build a new one? Make it better? You can make a couch just how you want it.
Remember when my tower was knocked off and then I just built another one?
Your tower was knocked over and you just built a new one, yeah. That's a good attitude.
It was made of blocks.
Yeah. Okay, I did not expect to have to use the drill for this, but basically what I'm finding is I cannot get these Battleborn batteries out of the battery bay without disconnecting the cables. I think I'm gonna have to resort to cutting the top off of these. Then I should be able to disconnect the battery and then maybe I can pull it out the front or at least pull it out the top. So there's a battery in here, so I'm not excited about drilling through it. Oftentimes I come to a point of no return. I think there's already been a few points of no return here, but this is definitely a point of no return. Not quite enough. Here's what it looks like. This bolt was horizontal in there like that. In order to get it out, I had to lift it up because this was blocked by the part of the battery. So finally able to get that off there. Now, with these cables disconnected and out of the way, I might be able to go out and slide this battery out forwards. There we go. Oh, God. Gotcha. Okay, over on this side, I was able to just wiggle this out just by kind of shimmying it back and forth. I've been able to get it most of the way out, so I think I won't have to cut that one open just to disconnect this. That'll be nice.
A new discovery of dinosaurs.
That is a new discovery of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
The Pliosaurus.
A new.
This is the battery bay. See, the batteries used to live in there, but we don't need these bays anymore. I'm just going to put the batteries with their friends. Do you know there's 4 batteries under the couch and 2 batteries, one in this one and one in the other one. But these batteries were lonely. They were outside like this, see, in that cave. And the batteries had no friends. And they're all by themselves in there. What do you...
The good thing the other one had an other friend.
Yeah.
And not a friend.
Yeah, so there's 6 batteries, Maple, but 2 were outside. So how many were inside?
4. Wow.
Wow, Maple. What did Maple do?
No one can guess batteries.
Yeah. That's pretty good, Maple.
Yeah.
So this is what it looked like when I took the couch away. So far all I did was remove some carpet and I disconnected the power cables from these 4 batteries. So you can see the 4 Battleborns inside. There's 3 in a row here, and then the 4th one on the other side of this battery bay. And then over here, this is one of the battery bays, and the other one is right there on that side. So you can see how much more space they take up than the actual battery themselves. And they also prevent the batteries from coming together in a nice row. I'd like to have all 6 in a row, in a nice clean row. It would really take up a lot less space, and I could get them all closer to the front wall as well. This is the big wiring box that I think is the original Airstream wiring box. It still has the fuses and breakaway switches. And I think it also probably had the original power converter to charge the batteries from when you're plugged in. And now it has an upgraded power converter and the solar charger. Over on the side here next to the couch was the inverter. All of this stuff is fairly straightforward the way it's wired up. I think what I'd like to do is basically just get everything against the wall in one neat row and then have in front of that a second row that's all for storage. Basically, the storage the couch had before was a drawer. It was about this big, and it just would slide out here. So I think I can get all the way across, and then maybe even some storage on top, because I'm thinking we raise up the seating higher than the original couch was. This is the power inverter. It was very perfectly fit between that arm compartment, and then right here, all of this was the leg hardware for the couch. It was a bunch of hinges and brackets, and all of that was hardware that was necessary so that the couch could pull out. So that was a ton of space basically wasted by the original Airstream design.
Once we got the couch out, we saw that some of the mouse fur is kind of discolored. Maybe there's a little water damage underneath.
So here's where we're at. Basically, I took off all the mouse fur in the entire front half of the Airstream. So at this point, it's going to be more than a couch and battery overhaul. It's going to be a living room overhaul. I started out just wanting to replace the couch, and then I wanted to redo the battery and the power systems, and then I wanted to do the mouse fur, and now we're polishing aluminum. So mouse fur is all gone, and what we have left under that is mostly what I expected.
And what we have now is a bunch of exposed aluminum with glue stuck on it. So it was supposed to be my job, I think, to take the glue off. So I spent about half an hour, and I got that far yesterday. There was a video maybe 5 years ago or something where Nathan put this piece of aluminum up on the wall. And I don't remember the video, to be honest, so I don't know why he did it or what's under there. But I think we're about to find out, because Michael's taken off all the rest of the mouse fur, and I think it's just time to take this aluminum off too and see what's under there, and maybe kind of start from scratch with the living room walls. I would love it if we could just leave the aluminum exposed, if we could get it all nice and clean and have exposed aluminum. But we're discovering some things as we go, like a little bit of overlapping jagged edge aluminum that would be like a safety issue. Hi.
So check it out.
Oh. Huh. And it's sharp too.
Yeah. So even if you clean all of this up beautifully, it's still going to be a, kind of an exposed edge. Mm-hmm. I thought we could cut it, but now I see it's actually riveted in. So that's how the front panel, it's probably under here, is attached to the side. Mm-hmm. Like the roof is attached to the wall. So I wouldn't want to cut that out. You'd have to re-rivet it over here, and there might not be enough room. It's probably there for a reason.
Yeah.
So what we could do is we could just cover it with trim, mm-hmm. like just some kind of piece of trim, and then just rivet that on there. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Could be semi-decorative. It just could be like a metal thing that's like a little bit rounded. Thing. No, it would be like a piece of trim that's convex like that.
Okay.
So it would.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm inventing something. Yeah. And it's the same thing on the other side.
Wow, it's neat to see the inside.
Yeah, just insulation in there. Basically, Airstreams look like they've got aluminum on the inside and then aluminum on the outside, of course. And then in between, there's this frame. I guess they call it the A-frame.
And then they shove a bunch of stuff in there to keep us warm.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're gonna take off this aluminum. Go for it.
Let's peel it back and take a peek.
What do you guys think is under there? More glue, or are we gonna be surprised by something?
Oh, it's like a different kind of glue. But yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It's actually kind of beautiful.
Whoa!
This is where the table was riveted. Or screwed in, actually. This is Nathan's $20 piece of aluminum from Lowe's. I think it was a brilliant hack. I mean, it made a nice, beautiful wall for $20.
I was just seeing I just watched a YouTube video where someone did their whole interior with this by just putting it on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could try that too. It's going to be pretty hard around the curves. The reason it works so well here is this is basically a flat rectangle.
Yeah.
And he didn't try to go up until where all the trim is, where you'd have to have a bunch of cuts.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
But yeah, so he did the low-hanging fruit, which is very smart, for $20.
And it looks really good, especially for $20. It's one of those things, like once you get started, removing things or changing things, it's almost kind of addicting and you just want to do a little more and a little more. Like we removed the mouse for just on that side. And then, what if we do a little bit more on this side? What if we do that side? What if we remove the aluminum? Now I'm tempted to paint the window frames. It's exciting, but it's also kind of overwhelming. And it's also really fun to add some personal touches. Like I'm excited to make some choices of my own, like, maybe a new wallpaper behind the TV. Just little personal touches that's going to make the Airstream feel like ours.